Hi guys, I'm Pratik from LWP Labs. So we have seen in our videos that now whenever we are in our Azure portal and when we create our SQL database, and when we go down, here there is an option while creating a database, they'll ask us a compute plus storage option. So by default, it's already chosen as general purpose serverless. Standard series generation is 5, 1 week or 32 GB storage is already allocated. So what is this option? This is an Azure SQL database which will provide the cloud storage and computing power for your applications. And now when I click on configure database, this option in Azure, it will allow you to set up and manage the settings for your SQL database. Means that you can customize it based on your performance and the storage needs. So when we look into it, there is a service tier, there's a compute tier. Now, generally, this compute tier was not there in the previous older version of Portal Azure. Now they have introduced it. Now we have here the service tier. So under service tier, we have two purchased models. It says vCore based purchasing model and there is a DTU based purchasing model. Now, what is these two service tiers? This is a very important topic in Azure. So I will show you what it is and I'll explain this in detail. So the DTU and vCore models are two ways to purchase these resources. So what resources I'm talking about, I'll tell you later. Just like how you choose a phone plan based on how much data or talk time that you do, with Azure, you can choose a purchase model based on how much computing power or memory that your app will require. Now, what is this DTU? So DTU stands for Database Transaction Unit. So it is like a bundle of resources. It contains CPU, memory, and input output, which is combined into a single unit. You can think of it like a packaged option where the resources are all balanced for you. And also, higher the database transaction units means the more resources, which means that there will be a faster performance. Now, under this purchase to model DTU, we have these service tiers that's available. We'll look into vCore later. Now we'll talk about DTU's service, the service tiers for VTU. And before going to the service tiers, I'll tell you about vCore. So the vCore, it stands for virtual core and it's more flexible way to choose your resources. Means that you will select your CPU, memory and storage resources. Means just like think of building your own custom computer. Whenever you need, you must have thought of building your own custom computer even for gaming or something like this, where you will need to pick exactly what you need. So there will be more flexibility and better cost control than the DTUs. Now we'll talk about the service tiers that's available under DTU. There is basic, standard and premium. Now, what is this basic? So each one of these is designed for different needs. So it can range from smaller applications to larger or higher demand applications. So the basic tier is only for simple low demand applications or the development or the testing environments. Standard is for moderate workloads and apps that will require a good balance of cost and performance. And then finally, we have the premium tier, which is the most powerful option built for high performance application that require a high speed and low latency and high availability. So that is the best if you're going for higher applications under DTU. Now, I will give you an example for this. Understanding this, I have an example. We'll go to our website, LWP Labs. Under here, we will choose the courses. So think of these basic, standard, and premier as something like this. So the basic one I'll choose. We have here the Azure Admin and DevOps. There is DevOps on AWS Foundation. There is advanced Docker and Kubernetes with Terraform, Google Cloud Platform, cybersecurity. So we'll ignore all that. Now we'll look into Azure Admin and DevOps. I'll open the curriculum for this. I'll open the curriculum for DevOps on AWS with the foundation, and I'll open the advanced Docker and Kubernetes. Now think of this Azure and Admin and DevOps. So I will look into this one first. This is the DevOps on AWS. So this will be my basic tier. So this just like how we offer basic affordable these courses for small business. This tier is basically like low cost option, meaning it's a simple one. It's a simple based. You will see here. If you can look here, there's SDLC. There is what is DevOps. This you can consider this as a basic tier. Then there is standard tier. Standard tier means how we LWP Labs can help a growing business. So this can be something for a standard tier that you can choose. Like it's ideal for business like with moderate needs and some growth potential. Finally, we have the biggest one, that is the advanced the course is advanced Docker and Kubernetes with Terraform. With this, I consider this as the premium one where this can support large scale high performance projects. So this is the premium DTU tier. So look at the projects that's available under LWP Labs for this one. So this will be perfect for applications that require high level of performance, and it can handle a lot of traffic. So that is how I can give a small example under my website LWP Labs. Next, we have our vCore model. Under vCore, there's 3 more service tiers. There's general purpose, business critical, and hyperscale. So what is general purpose tier? So this will be, it will offer a balanced option. It's a balanced option for the most workload, I can say. Means that we can provide the good performance at a cost effective price, and it will be perfect for production application for with moderate resource requirements. Then we have business critical. So this business critical is mainly, it is designed for high performance application, and this will be good. This will be good for applications where speed and reliability are important or crucial for the applications. Then we have the last one is hyperscale. So this is mainly built for the larger scale application, which like maybe for the bigger companies, they have higher, more massive database offering, like there'll be unlimited storage and all. So it's good for companies that require which are growing rapidly in the industry. It can handle large number of queries and has huge data volumes as well. Now we'll look at some of the differences between DTU based and vCore based. So under DTU based, you have to remember that DTU based is only used for single database and elastic pool, and vCore based is used for single database, elastic pool, and as well as managed instance. That is we have discussed this in our deployment option for our platform as a server. Then also we have it's easy because you select a DTU level. So this means that DTU, it is very simple. You just need to choose a DTU level, and Azure will take care of the rest. I'll tell you about that in the after this slide, so that you can understand much better. And under vCore based, with vCore you'll get more control to choose and scale your CPU and memory. So you are the one who will be scaling your resources as per your requirement. And also DTU will combine, this is important because it combines CPU, memory, and input output resources into a single package. But under vCore, what it does, you can pick CPU cores and memory separately. Means that you'll have more control and flexibility. Now we will talk about our we'll go into more in detail with the computing storage performance. So we'll go into the basics of our service tiers. There's general purpose, vCore based purchasing model, and our DTU purchase models. Now I'm going to walk you through this one through the demo from the portal. So I can either choose general purpose, hyperscale, or business critical. But for this demo, I'm just going to choose general purpose. Now I'm going to be talking about only provisioned. Serverless, I'm going to talk about it a bit later. So what this general purpose does is that now if you come down over here, you can choose the default is already 2 virtual cores, and the data max size is set to 32 GB, which is more than enough for me. Now, if you go to the hardware configuration, there is a change configuration. So over here, the configuration Gen 5, we have maximum vCores that's already allocated to the number of 128, and with the maximum memory of 625 GB. So that would be ideal enough for creating your database. Now, provisioned is the one which we used so far, but which means that you can you know how much resources that your database will need, including your memory, storage, and your CPU. Now this is something new that's introduced. There's serverless. Serverless is where Azure will decide how much resources it needs to assign to your database. So if your database will need more resources, it is automatically done. So if I can assign a minimum and maximum vCores that I need to assign depending on my resource. So if I choose 2 maximum vCores, which is already done, and 1 minimum vCore, so this means that Azure is going to decide how many vCores is assigned to my database based on my database load. And this is a nice feature as it can control my cost as well. As you can see now, the computed cost is already about 0.00145. Estimated storage cost per month will be $4. Now we'll go to our standard, that is DTU based purchasing model. Now, when we talk about standard budget friendly, it's already mentioned here. So this one is equivalent to our general purpose under vCore model, and premium is equivalent to our business critical. So if I would suggest that this one is much more better for you guys, if you need to choose a standard one, this one is much better. And if you need to see more about this, you can go to click on this compare service tiers. You can watch this document, which is already given by Microsoft, for more information about the purchasing model tiers. Thank you. Welcome to LWP Labs. Subscribe to our YouTube channel to view free Azure DevOps live classes. And for more videos like this, please contact the number shown in the description. Happy learning!